Now would you sooner have that or that? Chip. Mess. He might be a tad bigger. He might just be a tad bigger. Christ, I've only just cast it out. Well people, I'm down at Tobber Fisheries, going to have a go night trip. It's really, really windy. And I've come down at the end of one of the lakes here, the Carp Lake, going to do a night trip. And fingers crossed, we catch a fish. But it's very windy. I'm on the slack side in the lee. I'll take you around there. It's howling. Take two. It's pretty well howling. Well, got the first rod out there. Gonna have to do a lot of it in here because it is so windy out there and I'm in the sheltered side of the lake. I bought some of these expander pellets. I can't even throw them in because they float, so they're still out the window. Hook baits. Gonna be using PCs, I call them. But the hard hook baits they are, I think they're 18mm hard. I've used them for years. Really don't use anything else, to be honest. In the proverbial mesh dissolving PVA bag, stocking I think they call it. About 8 in there with 3 other flavours of Pacific tuna. So I've got 1 out, 1 for the second rod, and 1 I'm going to keep as a spare in case something bizarre happens. That rod could go off, as you know, with carp at any time. I've got something called Essential 1P. Boilies, they're going in because I don't know what they are. A salty squid, not many. 15mm, a bit smaller, they're going in. And that, guys, is basically about it. I'm going to fish, and I'm baiting up down there. I'm going to have to go float fishing there to amuse myself, and probably use a centre pin for that. So basically I'm here for a night. Hopefully I catch. I always reckon on 1 before it gets dark, 1 through the night, 1 at dawn. And if they're all round double figures, even better. So you can't be too greedy, of course. You can have a blank. But here at Tobber, there's really basically no shortage of carp. It's whether they feed or not, or whether I've got the right bait on. Going to put some more ground bait balls out there, which is this. Good old Bailey's number 1, I think, is with that horse feed. But I've made it really sticky and tough so it can dry up. And I'm going to put some other bits of bait in there as well. Casters, bit of everything. I've got some trout pellets. A few boilies can go in there, but to be honest, it's so close here where you're fishing. There's no distance casting at all. You just catapult your boilies, scatter them out where you want. But I'm fancying down here, so I will have a go there, and I'll stick a rod out once it gets dark. Okay, let's get this second rod out there. It's no good talking. So I've got 1 over there, I've got 1 off the island there. Standard hair rig out the shop there. Bigger hook than I normally have, barbless, and obviously the safe rig there, everybody should know about that. It just pops out should your fish get a snag and you break off, and the leg can slide off. Just goes in the little sleeve in there, in the nylon sleeve. Same old thing, don't get these wet, these, you know, if it's drizzly and rainy, don't get them wet. This PVA, keep it in the tube all the time. Keep your hair stops where you want them. And this is like a 50-year-old one, but it's black, so it's not the wisest one. Sometimes I put it in there like that, so I know it's in with the 2, and that's for the bobbing later on tonight on the other rod. So his Mark at Tobber here years ago put me onto these PC hard baits, 18mm, and to be honest, I rarely use anything else. I'll throw the others in, but I generally just don't do anything except these. These particular rigs come with different packets of these extender stops, so you can make it longer if you want, but I like to keep the boilie around the hook because it's a commercial fish place, so it's going to see plenty of anglers. And sometimes if I want that shorter, you can wind that around a couple of times, but I figure that's about right. Lead's good. I don't really relax till I got these out and the bait out, and then I just sit back. There we go. So that's the setup there. Don't lose those, they're gold dust. And just heave it out. Sink it straight away. So it's in a straight line when it sinks. Check your drag. That's a catfish drag. Check your bait run tension. And then just set it up. Ready to go. And that's it basically. Always like to check the actual bait run attachment. There we go guys, can't do any more. So I can easily put down this corner where I put some bait in the margins another bolt rig. I can do that during the night, can't I, when I want to get a bit more sleep, or some sleep, any sleep. So I'm going to put a centre pin on, and I'm going to float fish just down there, and or free line. Small baits, lunch and meat, and then the ground bait. Now I've got some, isn't it? This is the stuff I'm going to dip those bags in tonight. It doesn't actually dissolve the bag for a while, so it just gives an extra bit of Pacific tuna smell to the bag. There's loads of them out, there's loads, I'm not selling it, just saying this is the one I'm going to be using. But for fishing in close like this, some of my baits, it's been in the freezer as a caster, but even when you take it out you think it's like that, but it still turns, it's mostly floaters. But if I mix it in here with the ground bait, as it breaks up it will pop up to the surface, and I might be able to get some rudd. And listen, I'm not wasting the bait. If I just put casters out there, it's going to drift off. The ducks are sure to have it. I don't really need them going around where my lines are. So all I'm going to do is put a bit of everything in there, a bit of sweet corn, a little bit of hemp, and let them dig it all out. That's what I'm going to do anyway. Another gentleman just turned up. I don't know where he's going to go. Hopefully not in that corner. I'm fancying that corner because I saw one or two fish turn over there. I've rebaited those two. I've been fishing with a centre pin down here, messing around, catching roach and rudd, little perch. Nothing big come in there. Quite a few twigs on the bottom, but I've got to have something to eat. I had no idea how late it was, so I already made one film up on the fishery. So this is like getting ready for the night trip. So it's my second shift, as it were. Trying to get a carp film through the night. Made a start. I'd like to get one more before we get start. So I am going to bait up down here. I'm going to use my Avon rod because the only other rod I've got is a distance casting rod, and it is a mare. It's so overkill for here, it's ridiculous. So I'm only dropping it down there. So I'm taking a gamble. So I've got a strong line, obviously got 18, 15, 18 pound line on my Carp reel, but I'm putting it on my Avon rod. So push comes to shove, we still might get a fish out of it. So I was float fishing people to see what's happened. I suddenly changed rods, and that's exactly what happened. The one by the right of the islands just gone off. Oh God, no, that's not happening. One night, I've gone home tomorrow. No, I can't be doing that. I only do this for film. No. That's more my fishing really, because we have quite a big following of this type of fishing. So, well, you have to walk around the lake and see where they're fishing, don't you know? It's a few times I actually get a bit of relaxation, you know, because it hook themselves, don't they, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
So I've seen some watercolour up down here, so yeah, might be a chance to get one in close, but yeah, down there they should come in. Well, he's fighting harder in here than he did out there. Well, I'll click this off, guys, because I've already done one battery on the other lake, so I'll switch it on if I get the fish. You don't want to give up this one. Right, here we go, see if we can get this giddy in. He's in.
Well done. Well, I'll leave you in peace. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he'll keep me going. That's one out of the way. Yeah, cheers then. That's a nice common carp. Just nicked in the side there. Hooks out, and even better I get to use the boilie again. So that's calling that a low double, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's up round there. I make a mistake a lot of times, you know. I don't weigh the fish. I've got the scales, but it's about 12ish, I'm guessing. Let's get him back. It's nice to get that first fish out of the way. I've zeroed up, and it is. I can't even see that, guys. Can you see it's there? Oh my, I was right. About 12.2. Well, good start. I'm going to leave this here because I'm hoping I'm going to need it again. Back he goes. Lovely jubbly. I wasn't sure whether the bait was in the right place, but obviously it was. And I did have a pull on this one, so I might have to recast that as well. Good start. Now, some people would change baits all the time, but I don't. I just dry it off here. Look, keep a towel, dry the same boilie. Don't forget it's one of those Pacific tuna hard ones, so it's super hard. Use it again, and this is the benefit of making these up a few in advance and keeping them in a spare dry tube, because you can get a bait straight back out there in case there's 2 or 3 fish going through the system. Just like that. Just like that. And I can't remember whether that was on that gunk or not, but I think I've... Yeah, it was on the gunk. Smith, tell me which rod was going. I think it was a gunk rod. I do love that stuff. I don't know whatever the smell is, but I haven't changed for 3 years. Mark here at Tobber tipped me off, and I'm not a great experimenter, guys. As I say, if it's not broken, don't mend it. A bit further than I want that one. I wouldn't want to be doing that one at night. Funny old take, actually. He had 2 or 3 goes at that. Maybe he was there all the time bringing the head back. Let's have this one as well. I fully expect The boilie's still to be on this one. Be surprised if it's come off. So there's the boilie. Looks like I was in some weed there. Just on the boilie, because I could have picked it up on the way in, couldn't I suppose? Yeah, the other gentleman was fishing right there with centre pins and split cane rods, which I did have a talk to him earlier on. Because walking around, everybody's got carp wrappy gear, including me. And the gentleman using traditional old split cane rod, one of which I believe he said he made himself, which was quite something. I've never ever done that. Now see, straight out, bang. What's it taking me? Minutes? Yeah, I'm a great believer that sometimes carps go around in little groups, have a feed, move on, you know. We'll try the gloopy stuff around the corner. Of course, you can make a bag that doesn't come out of the gloopy stuff. That's fairly close to where I want to be. Sink the line straight away. Check the catfish drag. Bait runner on. Well, maybe the wind is going down. It's slicking off all the time. There's something comforting about but putting some food on. Let's see if you can get it out of the tin. Now this is haute cuisine, is that what they call it? Fine dining in America, they call it. Oh, fine dining, sir, fine dining. Well, those hoops have been in there a while, can't even get them out. So, what I'm having tonight, folks, spaghetti rings and sausages, and some new peeled potatoes. The lot's going in. Job done. That is a belly buster. No sweet corn for me. It's always tricky trying to get these gas burners to the right heat to heat everything without burning the stuff on the bottom. In fact, I'll say it's next to impossible. It doesn't do simmer, it does scalding, Teflon removing, or out. Don't see any moving on the top. It's unusual. Years ago I used to come here. To me it's a little bit clearer, and you see them this time you'd be cruising, you could get them with floating crust. Now it seems like it's all on the bottom. Still worth being out here, guys, trust me. It's lovely tonight. Now would you sooner have that or that? I'll tell you what, guys, the fish would eat every piece of what's in there. Spaghetti rings, sausages and potatoes, because those small potatoes were the exact size we used to fish with 60 years ago. Parboiled, exactly the same as that, with a crust pad holding them onto the hook. And sit up all night with no buzzers. And no brains, I've steamed up the lens now. Well, it's quite effective though, it looks like fog. That's artwork, people pay money for that. Oh God, just what I was eating, for goodness sake. Well, ploughed my way through the partially burnt potatoes, sausages and spaghetti rings. That'll fill me up. I've got a great deal. I've got cornflakes and raisins for the morning. The trouble is, guys, I've never fished this end of the lake ever before, and it's really carpy looking. And guys do go for this swim. It's a huge swim I've got here. It might even be a double, I don't know. But the wind's blowing that way. So what they do say is a carp on the wind. When I've walked around, the guys are getting the carp down right in the windy corner. But it's no good to me going there because I can't talk on the camera. A film I did last year, I caught a load of carp. It was hopeless. I had to strip the sound and use mostly voiceover. So I've come down here. I know I've had that 12-pounder. I've had 2 more that I've missed. I can't even say I've hooked, I've missed them. For the being out of the wind, talking to the camera stuff, so it's, at least I get something coherent out of it. I might get lucky, but it's very, very, very dead up this end at the moment, so I'm not sure whether to plough a load of bait and a load of boilies in. I think I might, and then just pot luck, you know. And I've got this one down here. I baited in close there. Tried it with a float and got loads of twigs and branches. Oh no! So I'm sort of not happy where the bait is. Oh no, I am happy. No, Graeme, cheer up. I've got one of these, which I rarely bring. Anybody heard of this one? Angelo Porretti. He's Italian. I imagine he's Italian. It's only a small beer. It's not like what I call real ale. It's a sort of lager thing. It is premium Italian. Ooh. I've got no opener. No, Graeme, don't do that. No, I'm going to do that macho thing. Trust me, I will get it open. I can sit and have a beer. Sun's just going down. Looks absolutely idyllic for floater fishing. But I put crusts out and bits of bread out there. Zippo except ducks, so no floater fishing anymore. Right, let's find something to open this with, boys. Oh. No movements on the rod top. I've got it on a bait runner, so I'll just give it 5-10 minutes. I knew the forceps would come in handy for something. Thank you. All is not lost. The fish looks like he's lost. I think he's just dumped me in the rushes. He's gone, and the hook's just hanging in the rushes. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Cheers. Christ, I've only just cast it out. And dropped it in gear. He's gone the right way. He's got the other line. I've got no idea what size this one is. I haven't seen it yet. I'm keeping it down so I want to keep it away from that other line. Bloody hell, he's going. Rear him out on each side. I'm afraid you have to tell you what you can get there because I don't want to take the camera. I don't want to move anything. It's like a common. He's there. Get in, that's good. It's one of those that's got a mouth like somebody you don't want to meet on a dance floor even after 8 pints. It's probably known as Parrot Paddy or something like that, the name of the mouth. Well, let's get him back. Makes up for that one I lost. Can't believe how fast it took, can you? And there he goes. And guys, just check out that setting. That's a beautiful sunset. Just found the wife, high pressure tomorrow. But look at that, stilled right off. Stop talking, Graeme, get a bait out for God's sake, man. Baited up down there, I've had nothing. I'm going to take a gamble before it gets dark and just lob some baits out there and pile some ground bait and some boilies out there. And that way, because I've done good before by spacing them out. You know, people generally go a pair of rods and one swim and one off to the side. I've done okay by going 1, 1, 1. Then when you do hook a fish, if you're on big line like 18s and stuff like 18 pound, you've got a good chance of keeping it clear of the other ones. I'm going to do it now. Rebait, everything's got to be changed on this side, over on this side. Just over there, there's a good chance of fish come around that island. I don't generally cast for islands, to be honest, but I'm going to whack some bait out. The thing is, I've been using 8 boilies in a bag like this, and I just cast that back to that swim I had that last fish with 9, so I'm kind of think it's bad luck. And the other thing is, look at that greeny weird sort of, has it come off the weight? No. It's like a weird coloured mud there, I don't like it. So that's another reason I'm going over towards that island now. Oh, I've seen a few bubbles about as well. Lovely setting. I think I'm going to have to put this one out here off the point. I'm going to have to do that. I know a fresh bag for that. I feel I've had a couple of hard pulls that could have been liners, but you never know. Oh, it's one of those funny evenings where it suddenly all kicks off. This one's on the one that was straight out there. And I baited up over there with a little bit of bait, and then in the margins where I said I wasn't going to catch anything, a load of bubbles just came up, so I'll put some more boilies in there. I'm going to offload the ground bait and have one more last bait up session. Smith, can you get the net? It's a mirror this time. Try and get a lift out of him. I would say he's pretty much the same size as all the others. He might be a tad bigger. He might just be a tad bigger. How it turns around. I'm going to get him straight back. Mainly because I want to get another bait out. If they're on the bite now, that's fine. Oh God. I mean, did I put it in the water with the fish? Yes. I can't even throw the ground bait balls in. I'm covered in, absolutely covered in ground bait. The left-hand one's gone off that I chucked to the island where there's basically no food except what's in that bag, so that's bizarre. I've had another slammer on the right-hand rod and missed that. So we'll see if this... We'll see if the Avon rod will do a job. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Just a bag on its own. I've chucked all the bait in down here. I hope there's something coming along there later on. Not sure about... Oh no, not two. Oh Jesus. I think he's dropped it, thank God for that. Filming? Hey, who do filming? Oh no. It's a double. Oh. Jesus, wet. How's this going to work out? Let's get that hook in. It's never good, is it, eh? It's never good. It's never good on the... Oh, fucking wheels falling off. I'm going to try. It's the first double I've had down at the top of double figure fish. Oh man, it's madness. Guys, I'm going to click off and see what I can get. I can't film and fight two fish. It's just not happening. Something bizarre's going to happen, so I'm going to ping it off. Well, I thought something untoward would happen. I had to put the other rod down the Avon, put my foot on it. It went slack, hook drops out. So I'm down to this one now. But it does look a bigger fish, this one. It's giving me more trouble. Very fat. Don't use my magic juice, please. I don't know what you're getting at this. Probably not very much. It's a bent rod. Here he comes. Oh. God, my wrist is killing me. We got him. I must put the lid on my magic juice, because that's what's doing the biz, I reckon. Look. I've been 15 minutes trying to throw these in the water. It's just been fish after fish. Well, I don't mind losing the other one. Check this one out. I'm telling you boys, this is a worth weighing. This one is Billy Balloon. He looks like he is the original boilie tester for the local tackle shop, doesn't he? He's going to weigh, I don't even know, but we'll try him. I feel Billy could be approaching the magic mark, or he could be round the 18s. It's a big fish. Well, it's not a big fish, it's Billy Balloon, everybody knows him. He is 16, 17, hold still. He's about 16 and a half. Come on Billy, don't be shy. You know you love it really. He's got the length of a 10-pounder. Cool, yeah, he's all of 16 and a half. Graeme, you sure he's not 26 and a half? That is Billy. So anybody recognises that one? Billy with the beer gut. Let's get him back. I think I picked the right one there. Good job, the hook dropped out, the other one, not this one. Oh, let me come, Bill. Come on. Come with me. Oh dear. Eventually I'll get to drink this. Whew. That was some session, eh? Well, probably die now. I guess it'll go right off, get dark, and that camera doesn't show, but it's really dusk. I won't be able to use the GoPro. Have to put the floodlight on in a minute. Don't even laugh, guys. We're sure going to run out of mesh stocking. Surely. So I could try and take a gamble here. I do this all the time with these fish or whatever. Nobody else seems to do this on their own, so it's down to me. It'd be nice if you had a cameraman, sound engineer, beta upper. No, not happening. Wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get old. What do you mean I am old, 72? I've got to get through the night yet. Can't get an angle on this much, people, because short of putting the camera in the bivvy. Might get something there. Don't forget, this is an Avon rod, not a carp rod. Pretty good fishery top, aren't they? Come on, babe. Does not want to lay over this one, does he? Wowee. I'm going to bing it off, guys, because I haven't got much. There you go, guys. It's a common. Guess he's looking about 14s. I'm going to get him straight back. Actually, I think I might be underestimating that fish. He looks a bit bigger, doesn't he? He does look a bit bigger. Now I see him. Let's get him back anyway. You saw he's catapulting out poor boilies, and it just went off. Ironically, it's weird, it's off the point of the island. There's no ground bait, I haven't put any bait out there. Jesus, give me a break. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I can't even catapult stuff in the water now, it's terrible. I know I've got no battery, guys. I'm going to turn this off and I'll just get it when I get it in the net. 12 to 15, I can't even tell you, I've lost the plot totally. You just have to judge for yourself. It's a big fish. All good fish. This cannot go on all night, surely to God. There's no wind, it's gone spookily still. That is there's something wrong with our weather, guys, honestly, believe me. Beautiful still night, but just bats flying around. And the fishing has gone boom, boom. It's just cut off. I mean, it could kick off any time, obviously. I've got a load of bread out on the surface, but what I've done is I've put it in the middle here, just in front of me, away from the lines, because I've made that mistake before. Throwing bread out all over the place, and I get loads of line bites all night where fish are moving around and they bump into the line between the rod top and where my bait is. I piled a load of boilies out, all the ground bait's gone, everything's gone. I'm not going to get rid of any more boilies. I don't know why it's shut down. I'm guessing about the odd one through the night, but by golly, I think I had 9 fish in that manic hour, about a bit over an hour. All doubles, biggest balloon billy, whatever it was, 16, about 16 and a half. So, no beers. That's one big spider. Sorry, pal. Oh man, you're going to keep me awake at night. It was that big. Well, I'm a fisherman, it's going to be that big, isn't it? Well, I'm hoping one of these kicks off, but on the other hand, at my age, I'm getting a bit tired, to be honest. It's 11:15 at night. I can't believe I've had all those fishing in that short space of time. Do you know, I don't think I've had such a manic session of double-figure fish in such a short space of time. Now I think about it. Of course I've had more, obviously, but I've had more. But the gentleman there was saying, what are you doing in 48 hours? 2 days, 2 nights? You must be joking. I do 9, 10 hours, something like that. I just go through the night and then I go off and do another film. It is something to behold when you're out on a night like this. And I've got about a third of the lake, I think, is quite quiet. The big fish places are over there, they're all quiet, don't hear many voices. But it's so still, unbelievable. I can whack the, oh, there's the bread down there. all that bread down there. Ducks are going to think it's Christmas come the dawn. So if I whack the lights out, He won't like the other side up. It's just about blinding the other guy 100 yards away. And attracting a million mozzies, so I'll switch this down. I can't sit outside, it's a little bit cool. So if nothing happens during the night, I'll see you guys in the morning. I fear I'll see you guys through the night at some stage. That is spooky, I'm telling you people. No idea what time it is, guys. It's Carp o'clock. Put that light down a minute. There you go. It's on the Avon rod as well. I don't think it's a big fish, but it's going like crazy. Just doesn't seem to want to roll over. I'll get him on the mat, then I'll show you. 14 pounds, I just weighed this one. So they're all good fish, aren't they? Look. That's the best it can get. It's a bit steamy. It's so cold, but... Why am I laughing? It's about 2 o'clock. Take nothing at all for 7 hours. And then this is one fish. There's a moon coming up. That might have some significance in the proceedings. The 2 rods, nothing at all on. You can see the bread there as well. There's been fish taking something off the top, but I've not heard anybody else's buzzers go off. I thought I'd try and go back to bed. Get a quick lift on this one, guys. It's about 13, 14, something like that. Let's get it back. It's just at dawn now, it's just getting light. 3:45. In the net are some boilies, and they're all slimy. So he's coughing those up. It shows you he's been eating the boilies that exploded from the bag. Right. Bait's out, back to bed. Oh, common carp was able to weigh it or not, guys. It looks bigger. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit bigger. It's about 15 too, it's just over the 15s, hovering. This time of the morning, trust me, I can't see 2 ounces on those digital scales. It's the other side of 15. Oh yeah. That's a good fish too. I mean, I just think the average must be 14 pounds. 50 years ago, and they're like 8s and 9s and 10s. Now they're bigger now. Big boys. do like these little Velcro tabs so you can get out quickly. Don't want to zip up the front, do you? That is a nightmare trying to get out. These little Velcro tabs actually is enough for me just to push out. The other thing that's been really good, is that on or off? The other thing that's been really good has been the little noise making machine here. Grant a Tackle Up gave me that. So instead of being buzzing out there, it's buzzing in here, so I can actually try and doze off a bit, which has not happened at all. Shoulder ache and stuff like that. The inside here is wet, and that's normally a sign it's going to be hot. I don't know what you guys think about that. You have theories on that, but they normally say all this like dew on the inside, because it could be my breath as well. The outside soaked, clear sky. I know it's going to be sunny. It's not a cloud in the sky. My goodness me, I've had 11, 12 carp now, all double figures. And Balloon Billy was the biggest at over 16 so far. But now I'm getting tired. I almost want to grab a couple of hours sleep, but I fear the worst. I fear the noisemaker's going to go off again. See if I can get warmed up and doze off anyway. That's all we do when you're fishing. I just might as well stay up, mate. I might as well stay up. That was 2 minutes. It's just madness. The world's gone mad down here at Tobler. Guys, I'm going to bring this off until I get the fish in the baby cradle in the old nappy changing mat. Well, that's another nice fish, a pretty one that. Got the scales along the side there, almost like a sort of linear. Great big paddle tail there. A little bit of a saddleback there. I guess the fish is somewhere between, I don't know, 13 and 15. I got fed up holding them now. Let's get it back. Well, it is absolutely idyllic here, look. Mist coming off. Well, that horrible wind's gone. Being dawn, all the birds are up. Ideal, you think, for floater fishing, but the ducks are out again. So, you know, they're on patrol. Well, let's change over, put this camera away and the old flashlight. And just stick with the GoPro now. There's enough light for the GoPro, I think. In here, it's a bomb site, but then most people's bivvies are, aren't they? I always put my rubbish, you see, up here in a bag so I don't get rats. I don't need them running over the top of me in the middle of the night. One number 16. It's not a small fish either. Just don't give up when they get in close, it's weird. There he is. again. It's a fat one. For certain. Big fat one is 12 to 13, 12, 13, 14 pounds, somewhere around about that. There we go. The sun's coming up in these two to dry me out. Let you go. Beautiful. I'm knackered. But guys, I think that's it. I lost another really good fish about 15 minutes ago. I don't normally fish during the daytime. I just do like 10, 12 hours on an overnighter. I've hooked just in this one session of 12 hours, 14 hours, 21 carp, and I've got 17 double figure fish. So it's been an amazing session. But looks like it's all shut down now. Really, I suppose I've had one fish in 4 hours that I did the hook pulled out. So I think I'm going to call it quits. So thanks for watching the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. For a change, I've got a load of fish for you. And give it a go down here, Tobber. They've got a variety of lakes and match lakes and carp lakes, day tickets, whatever. It's all day ticket, I think. Big catfish. And the big carp lakes. I've not fished those, but it's a good little spot. I like it. It's peaceful, quiet. We'll see you in the next show. Don't forget to watch TA Fishing, TA Outdoors. Hit those subscribe buttons, both channels. And check out Life of Mike. That's Mike's own little small channel he started up. And we'll see you in the next one. By goodness, I hope it's as good as this one. I hate packing up. That's why I'm having a cup of tea. I absolutely hate it. I hate packing up bivvies about as much as shot in a waggler float.